So Giovanni versus Phoenix, you can see on the graphic here we have Dry Lake and Sunken Isthmuses as the chosen home maps. We will also take a quick look at the draft here, as Geo has selected Mongols, which were sniped, has Italians, Tatars, Bulgarians, and Japanese available. Did ban Britons. On the other side, Phoenix has Berbers, Malians, Vikings, Magyars, picked Persians but were sniped, and also banned Lithuanians. So we're not going to waste much time here. We're going to dive right in, and at some point in time, Hitch might join us, but I'm a little late today, so I didn't really give him a whole lot of notice. So we're going to dive right in to game number 1 here. What's up, Manta? Oh yeah, and we're using Capture Age again. So hopefully that works out for us. Alright, game number 1 here between Giovanni and Phoenix on Battlegrounds. Phoenix selecting Berbers, a very popular pick here. Not too surprised. A little bit of chat beforehand, it seems. And then Geo actually going for Japanese. So Japanese, not a pick that we've seen on Battlegrounds, to my if I don't remember correctly. We will have to change this scoreboard here, as it is just a best of 3. Remember how to use Capture Rage. Nonetheless, Japanese is solid civ for this map, so be interested to see how that one works. And honestly, against Berbers, it's probably a pretty good matchup for them as well. Yeah, Manta, I feel ya. Busy, busy. But nice to see you made it in and can hopefully relax a bit. We already have Phoenix pushing in the deer very nice and early here, so that's always good to see. And on the other side, deer have yet to be pushed, but nonetheless sitting in a fine position here. Both players kind of sitting in the same position as far as the middle of the map here. All the additional res is in the middle, and then they have a little bit of a space in between them. Funky, Hitch and I went through every single setting, so we'll see how this looks out. Geo is really nervous because he looked like he was highest seeded player. Ah. Yeah, Geo, yeah, you came into this knowing you were going to be a little bit on the lower end there, so props to you for even joining, for sure. And already made it to the round of 16, so can't complain. I thought you were going to hit the sheep there, but luckily bringing it in just in time for the boar. Lumber camps and mills going to be cheaper for the Japanese, so that's going to be kind of a nice bonus here to get out to the mid nice and early. We'll be very interested to see how things progress here. Geo getting the better of the herdables right now, most likely due to the fact that the scout here for Geo, or for Phoenix, was pushing deer early on, so it works out very nice for Geo here. House is coming up, house and then a mill, so going to be milling the berries at home. Loom did just complete there. And guys, you have to give me some time to warm back up here to the Capture Age. It's looking quite good though, and I think things are running alright. You guys will have to let me know if you see any dips in performances, but so far so good, no drop frames, nothing like that, so hopefully we've got it all straightened out here. Oh, interesting position for a mill. I actually really like this. Geo gonna use the Japanese bonus here to have cheaper mills and lumber camps. Also gonna be getting loom early to walk in a boar. So that's also always a very nice thing to be able to do. Still finding some goods here in the middle of the map as well. Oh, it's going back. Oh, the Vil from the mill able to bring it back and save that one. That was quite nice for him there, actually. Should be in good shape here. Quite a few on food, 12 on food, and not a single farm, which is always nice. And we still have 16 on food over here, as we have a 1 Vil advantage for Phoenix because of Loom. And as Loom comes in right now, villager count will just be about equal, just maybe a second faster. Not bad though. Feudal Age. Okay, so our Berber player elects to go up here with 20 pop. He is housed right now as well, so maybe that contributed to his choice. But being out here on these additional resources is very nice. And Geo is going to do a very nice thing here, it looks like, and wall up to have his gold inside of his walls here. So that's always good to see as well. On the other side, we see Phoenix going for big walls as well, and putting the barracks in front of the gold, so his gold will be safe. This definitely looks like a scouts build, given how much he has on wood at the moment. But both players looking fairly even here. Obviously, Geo not going up as early, but will be up about a minute and 20 seconds behind. But honestly, I don't think that's going to be all that bad for him, as all the walls are going to start to come down for both here. And looks like we do have a little bit more idle time here for Geo. TC idle for 40 seconds compared to 8, and just about a minute more idle villager time. The hunt paying off over here. We'll see if it pays off in the long term or if those villagers are left out. Oh, and actually bringing a boar back all the way as well. So it's the third boar here for Geo to bring in. That's quite a nice advantage for himself there. Bringing in lots of additional resources right now. Farm's gonna have to be something dropped here very soon here for Phoenix. Stable does go up here. Will be on the outside of the walls. Kind of interesting, not really leaving himself room to repair that should it become under attack. But with Japanese, I would expect to see archers, but nothing on gold just yet. So maybe he's going to go into a scout build himself. Just have to wait and see what building is available here for him in a second. And maybe he's just going to wall this up. He almost has enough to go Castle Age, maybe? So maybe this is a fast castle attempt. I don't hate it. He's going to have to run with these vills, and he is. Looks like one vil will probably go down here, but all in all, one vil, given all the resources that he had gotten out here, not the end of the world. Spearman is headed that way, so it should only be the one villager. But out of the 6 deer, there's only 1 remaining, and 100 food left on that. Economy upgrades are coming in here for Geo. On the other side, massive farm production coming down, and Phoenix just with 2 stables, right, or 2 scouts out on the field. Have not invested into much more. Must have been scouting nicely, sees his opponent is fully walled. Stable is now coming up here for Geo. See if that does him anything off the bat. Going scouts as Japanese, something that you can do, not something that I expected to see, but it'll be interesting as he's got quite a bit of idols here. He needs to fix those pretty quickly. Still sitting on 5 sheep as well, so his food eco is quite nice here. Spirit might even pick a scout or get rid of some HP if he's not careful. But at the same time, 15 farms already in. 0 farm upgrades though, so those will all need reseeded rather quickly. And Geo waiting to drop farms until a little bit later. I like the mass spearman play here from the Japanese civilization. And it will be scouts Neither player with any upgrades for their scouts just yet. A nice little exchange for Geo here. We'll be able to re-wall this behind, no problem. And we'll try to press his advantage here, and unless there's a hole, which I don't believe there is, that could be not much done there, so hopefully not much more investment. Wheelbarrow on its way in here for Phoenix, which is awfully nice to have that on its way in here. Oh, great. Sorry for the guy that wants me to be famous, but he'll be banned in a few minutes. I'm not going to alt-tab out of the game, but that's a frustrating thing. Still taking these sheep very nicely here. Farms coming up as well. He is forward. Will hopefully do something to pressure here, but ultimately not sitting in a bad spot. And the scouts just kind of show that they're all the way over here already, so... Ultimately, this game is going into the Castle Age here, as we already have the click for Phoenix. Solid eco behind this, good upgrades behind this. No wheelbarrow for Geo yet. We'll see if he gets that before going up, or if he just goes up, which he's lacking a bit of wood, or gold, so potentially he will do something there to balance, but not necessarily, because there's no market up just yet. We'll be up a decent bit later at this rate. Still producing vills though, so his villager lead will be decent. Second stable coming behind this for Phoenix. Not really a surprise. And it's going to be Mass Spearman. I was just talking about this last night. If you guys didn't see the set last night, we were talking about Berbers being chosen on this map and them being countered. And I was suggesting that someone goes Mass Pikeman against this. And it looks like Geo, with the same kind of thought process, getting the scale mail armor as well. So these Spearmen will have the first defensive upgrade. And honestly, he should probably research the forging upgrade as well, just to get that for himself, which it is coming in right now. And then Pikeman will definitely be researched here. I really like this play. Berbers, we're on just 2 stables, but I wouldn't be surprised if it turns into a third here rather quickly. Castle Age about 2 minutes ahead, but with the number of spearmen... Oh, the Vill's going to get caught out here. Scouts are on their way, but this Vil not going to be able to survive against 2. I think he was trying to have a sneak Vil. Look at this Spearman production. He has 10 already. He's going to be 3 barracks. I really love this play for Geo. Phoenix going to have to adjust quickly. He will see the Mass Spearman numbers soon. This town center I absolutely hate. It's in the exact middle of the map, but it's not on a gold, and gold is what you're really worried about controlling here. Pikemen may be on their way out as well. And yeah, Spear's going to lead the Knights right to it. Town center will still go up, I'm sure. But with this many Japanese Spearmen, these Knights stand no chance whatsoever. Tried to sneak twice and he found both. I didn't even see the second one, or the first one, whichever it was. Nice quick walls there. Again, the Spearmen, oh, they could have got in. There's still a hole there. Yeah, wow. Nicely played though. Forward Siege Workshop, double Siege Workshop, and it's going to be a Siege Pike push. Pikeman upgrade already on its way in here, and The military advantage heavily in Geo's favor. Just going to be hard to push here. So another town center going to be coming up for Phoenix, so it will not be 3 stables all in here nice and early. Pikeman is going to wander into this town center, but will likely just garrison and that will go down. But, still need the Vills out here for this, and oh, we have a hole. Scouts wander in, and we'll be able to get a Vill, it looks like. Yep, gonna pick off a Vill. That's a nice use of those scouts, getting value out of him here. And he'll just have to fight these off. It won't be much of an issue. Very low HP, but he is sending all of this spearmen back, or pikemen back. That's a bit awkward for himself, but he has so many pikemen on the field. Even with mobility with these walls, and he's walled in his major resources, I think it's going to be alright for him. Vill is going to come forward now. Would love to see some more upgrades. You already have a large number of pikemen here at 24 pikemen. Would love to see the second defense and the second attack upgrades. It is going to be 3 TCs to 1 at the moment. Villager lead starting to become something we'll have to keep an eye on. It's 49 Vills for Phoenix and 42 for Geo. Nice walls behind here. Contingency walls will do the trick. Pike would need to actually go around to the outside, but siege workshops are going up, and it will be Mangonel Pike against nothing but knights. Manta, I believe Hitch is going to join after this one. I just was late and just like started, so I didn't really give him a whole lot of warning. But nonetheless, that's not a problem. A man-at-arms, actually, the choice coming in here from Phoenix. I actually love this. Phoenix, he's going to have the economy to support this. And infantry units being so cheap, it's nice that the attack for cav and infantry is 1 upgrade. But honestly, if he can mass some longswords here in Castle Age with decent upgrades, this could be devastating here.
Yeah, longswords here, gonna kill the Japanese pikes. Even the Japanese pikes, I mean, it's not gonna be good.
Welcome, Hitch. But yes, it's a great move. I really wish he wouldn't have put this barracks forward, though. He kind of gave away that strategy.
I don't know that it matters. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it probably is to be expected, but the thing with this, though, even if he goes into this, it's only going to be temporary, right? Like, Japanese infantry is so much better, just because of the attack speed.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the idea is if you force the Japanese into infantry, you know, standard infantry, then your knights are in a better situation. If you force them into archers, your knights are in a better situation. So it's just about breaking up the stalemate that you face with Pike Siege.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be well rewarded here for him if he can mass enough numbers. The knights did come in there and snipe a lot of Mangonels, but Vill's going to be lost here. And 3 TCs to 1, it's really starting to be a good-looking position economy-wise for Geo now that he's taken that out.
I'll do TCs to 1, but take what you can get.
Did he tote a second TC up?
No, 2 TCs to 1.
Oh. Yeah, because it was 3. It was 3.
Yeah.
It went down. It's one of those days, guys. But I'm also still thrown off because thanks to Hitch we have Capture Age alive. And well, so I'm looking at a lot more than I'm used to right now.
The pike raids are in, though. I mean, pikes are known as villager killers, right? Truly.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing just fine here. Getting everything, kind of making it awkward. And this is what I was talking about last night whenever I was saying that I wanted to see someone like hard counter Berbers here. And Japanese, probably the best civ to choose for this. Oh no, and Phoenix is desperately trying to get this barracks up at home. Gonna lose even more vills here to these pikemen.
There is a risk in going too mind gamey though. Like, what if you're trying to counter the Berbers and then the other player's trying to counter you, and he picked Berbers, but actually he took on this map an Archer Civ. Like, it just gets to be ridiculous.
Absolutely. I mean, I
Because
liked it though. It's a very
because
nice change of pace, and it's working at the moment. I mean, he's got pikemen everywhere.
yeah, I mean, you talk about the TC advantage, but the Vil, it's only a 4 Vil lead, and there's a lot of idols because the military. 7 to
Yeah.
42.
Yeah, and pikemen doing work. There's not enough vills or spots in the TC for vills, so vills gonna die into the TC. There's vills on the wood line. I mean, as soon as the siege comes forward, and we have quite a bit of it coming in now, I don't think Phoenix is going to be able to hold on. He doesn't have the numbers to deal with this. And his man-at-arms, or his longswords, 6 of them forward. Yeah, but ultimately the mass pikeman play here really working out very nicely for Geo. He's everywhere with these pikemen. The entire wood line for Phoenix idle here. Hour 45 minutes of idle time for him compared to just 34 minutes for Geo. Even gonna add in a knight or two here, actually, for a little bit more efficient raiding and probably to help deal with the longswords. I really like the switch here, though. I don't see a way back here, unless he's weathered the storm well enough, but he's lost his villager lead. There is going to be a knight on the wood line, as well as pikemen still dealing with the economy back here, and the forward doing a ton of damage here. Unfortunately, he is shooting uphill at this town center, but still will be taking it down over time. But I think the real problem is these knights that keep diving on the wood line here.
Yeah, it's just not much to say here. I mean, it's kind of hard to come back from this, I think.
Yeah, I mean this raiding everywhere. I mean the longswords is great, but the problem with them is it was not his first choice, and then he had to shift over to upgrading into them, not expecting such heavy pike numbers here. Well, interestingly though, it feels like he's starting to weather the storm.
Yeah, I mean, military numbers have shifted in his favor, but you're now down 22 vills, and um, this is, you got the second TC coming up for Giovanni, so he's going to be able to maintain that vill lead.
Yeah, and I think he just needs to make a switch himself into archers, I guess, would be the best bet. Either that or his own longswords would shred here as well.
Yeah, I mean, longsword's the killer here. I mean, he could probably stick with the pikes if he keeps the pikes together with all the scorpions he's been building. I don't think these longswords will pose too much of a problem. But sending in these scorpions alone is just wasteful.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's gonna start to swing a bit here for a minute, but once I think Geo has the numbers again, with that economy lead behind it, he should be in a favorable position. Longswords will be running directly under this TC, with pikes, knights, and scorpions firing, so those won't last too long. Really nice expansion here for Geo, as he's got economy going in both directions. He's on everything he could possibly want to be on, dropping a ton of farms here. Geo in chat saying he thought that he had did enough damage, so he kept all in. He didn't keep the all in going. I mean, you definitely did a ton of damage. Just needed to see that switch into your own long swords, I think, and you would have finished the game off right there. But I mean, backing up and getting your eco under control, still with the villager lead, most of the map under your control. I mean, it's never a bad thing. Another town center going to be going up here for Geo on some stone and some one tile of stone. Will be another one headed forward as well. So really trying to boom now as Wheelbarrow comes in here.
Yeah, I mean, and this could definitely work. I personally would have favored sticking with the all in. I think he was so close to closing the game right there. He could have just finished it.
Yeah.
But there's no reason this can't work. I mean, this number of scorpions, this is where you start to feel kind of dumb playing longswords as rivers, right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as the pikemen are there in front of the scorpions as well, it should be a fine exchange.
But you still have tables up, so there's a couple knights here trying to make a difference, but they fight pike, it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, sneaky town center coming up for Phoenix in the north, so that could be something of interest to watch out for. He's going to have 4 tiles of gold there that he desperately needs, as he's not on gold for much longer at home. He's down to 1 tile. Yeah, no, I mean, if you ran out of the ability to push, like, I don't question the decision. It just...
Oh, yeah. I just would have liked, you were so close, I just wanted to see it, and I don't blame you. If you can't, right?
Yep. Well, and I love what you're doing with these knights around here. You're keeping them active, and you're going to try to break in with some knights here, it looks like. Got a few pikes in the back corner. Definitely need to see the upgrades for your infantry, though. Something that you have been lacking for the last little bit. Given how many of them you've produced, I would have rather seen even a couple less scorpions than the additional upgrades on the infantry, but the scorpions will pay off nicely here if you get a good engagement. And monks in play now for Phoenix. Gonna go ahead and pick one of those off, and we have quite a few vills over here for Geo. Maybe we were looking to see a castle come up over here.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, a castle on that gold will hurt Phoenix pretty badly. And Giovanni definitely has the military here to make it happen.
Yeah, and this is going to be a very aggressive castle, as it will be an in-your-face castle. I don't like that one as much as I would have liked it, like you said, on that gold. But good knight numbers here for Phoenix, headed nowhere. They look like they were about to head forward there, but a counterattack would have probably done wonders at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the castle's not bad. I would have preferred it a little to the right. It could have been over the top of the hill, firing down and taking out that gold, but that gold's going to be threatened anyway as soon as these scorpions and pikes can hide under this DC.
Yeah, and the pikes were on defense stance or something there, but they will be doing quite a bit here. Scorpions...
Oh no, stand ground. Why do people keep doing this?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of stand ground lately.
It's like people want to lose. Is that the thing?
Nice mangonel shot does take out a lot of them there, but ultimately this castle being up here in this forward position is going to be something that's going to be very difficult for Phoenix to deal with, as we see supplies coming in. So
a little late.
A little bit, yeah. But I mean, better late than never, and would really be nice to see, like I said, the champion line switch here for Geo, just because of the opponent going that route. But knights are headed into the eco, already dealing with some stuff on gold, and now attacking the farm. So
I
not a
disagree.
bad position.
Tech switching takes time, it takes rev. I think stick with the pikes. The thing is, you need pikes on the field because as soon as you give up on the pikes, Phoenix is going to shift into cavalry. So you
Yeah.
can't. You have to keep pikes on the field. Pike Scorpion, Pike Mangonel does the job here for Japanese. They just have to keep the production up.
Yeah, beautiful castle coming up here in the north, gonna take him off of gold up there. Very nice position there for himself to try to take back. And the first TC, starting TC, likely going to fall here with all these rams, scorpions. We are gonna see the tech switch though. So
Here's the concern. Here's the concern I have, though. He's getting the pikes away from the scorpions again. He's hurt himself a couple times doing this.
yeah, and Ram's gonna go down to villagers here. Scorpions could go down to a lot of things right now, but
I mean, the castle's there, but the castle can only kill so many units so quickly.
yeah, Pike's coming back, but Mangonel's coming forward here. One
No,
shot.
he's sending the scorpions forward to their death. They should. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, really rough position. But the question is going to be, how long can this be sustainable for Phoenix now? Is he even on gold? Just a few vills up here in the north, but the castle took out quite a few of those. He's off the main gold in his base, so it will be no gold for him. And we have to be full trash.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where you start to face difficulty, right? Your pikemen aren't going to hold up the Japanese pikemen. And obviously skirms just aren't going to work. You know, Giovanni has gold. He can make knights.
Yeah, and with this being so heavy in Castle Age, I mean, there's not a whole lot of trash that you can make that really will ever compete with Japanese trash to begin with. So you could have had a bit of an advantage if that were to swing and you were going to imp earlier, but not something we're going to see here. Phoenix is likely going to be forever in the Castle Age. Very forward castle coming here. And I don't really like this fight for Geo now. Scorpions again not in position. These man-at-arms or longswords will actually do wonders here. So yeah, castle is cancelled. Actually, there'll be another castle in the north then. So yeah, I feel like Phoenix trying everything he can, since he is still sitting at, well, he's not even at 100 pop now, but...
Yeah, you don't want to quit. I mean, Battlegrounds, you know, I'm more often than not the person who wins this one wins the game, obviously, right? I mean, it puts you on the right foot going forward. But
Japanese
another castle coming up for Phoenix.
And that castle will really limit the space that Phoenix even has. Would love to see light cav switch.
You know, and Japanese,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Japanese is such a clever counter too, because you can imagine someone picking Japanese for any of the many hybrid maps in this set. So even if someone has Japanese in the picks, you're not going to expect to see it here.
Yeah, and yet another castle coming up for Geo. He definitely wants to finish this game now.
That's a rude castle.
Well, I don't think he can drop it because there's a farm there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It was interesting that it even let him place it there. But yeah, this will go up. Oh, maybe not. Vills will be fighting here. But it's not what you want your Vills to be doing at this time.
Yeah, I mean it's well and truly over at this point. I mean, 62 eco to 120.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Castle is up to 50% as well. I mean, actually, he's attacking the castle, which is one of his issues here. I didn't even realize. I was like, what are they attacking if not these Vills? He's attacking the castle, so...
I'll be right back.
No problem. But yeah, like Hitch said, this game is pretty much over. Not something that you really want to see spiral out of control like this. Knights just being sent in over here now. to do as much damage as possible to the eco. And at the south, we have so many scorpions. I don't think we've seen this many scorpions on a field at once. 24 scorpions. And interestingly, we do have a lot of military over here for Phoenix as well. Castle is denied and will be walled out. But yeah, I would say he's probably not happy with this one. And I think that's the beauty of seeing what the Japanese pick here really does for you. But, I mean, even with this castle being denied, it's not going to be great. This military going to be headed forward here, but not going to be able to accomplish a ton. Really just need to see this game finish out here, and with all the military headed over here, should be getting a GG at some point. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't been called yet. There isn't a whole lot that you can do in this position if you're in Phoenix's spot, so. And longswords are going to do some work here. Knights, pikes, going to try to deal with them, as well as TC fire. Scorpions even coming back here. And a knight picking off the monk. Rams, probably a good choice to add in here, just to continue with the push. A few pikes still around as well. But we are going to start to see that stable switch. And this military force is going to die with all these scorpions around. And I think we should see this push do something here. He's sending vills forward to try to build this, but you can't build on it. There's nowhere to hit it, unfortunately. But should see a push at some point with, yeah, and it looks like we are starting to see it. Just this Rams, Knights, Pikes, Castle taking out more and more of Phoenix's army here. Scorpions doing work as well. Scorpions, if they get sent over here by this castle, could be devastating. Yeah, ultimately just waiting for the GG to come in here. No way Phoenix comes back now. 58 villagers to 114. Yeah, we had a couple players that were just able to squeak into the bracket. And obviously, the elos have probably changed for some people now because this is late into the tournament, and players have been playing a lot and getting a lot of practice in. So I imagine a few people are above the 1400 cap now. The tournament's been going on for what, at least a couple weeks now, and a lot of activity around the scene. So probably see a few people that will be over. He was over 14 when you guys played. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's very difficult to make a very, very even bracket when I have such a large elo pool, but it's really the only way to get that number of people to be in a tournament is to spread the bracket out a little bit. So it is a little unfortunate, but ultimately it's been a very good, entertaining tournament thus far. The competition's been really, really entertaining. And like right here, Geo is actually going to be taking this game. And Geo, what's your elo? I believe you were just below 1200 before the start of this tournament, or just got over 1200, I think. So you can definitely still have some strats planned out as the GG does come in here, and Geo will take game number 1. Good game. Well played. Statistics. To adjust the screen here a little bit, but overall, obviously, it's going to be pretty much Geo for the win on most of these statistics. Now you're around 1250, yeah. So it's definitely good to see. But game number one, thing of the past, we are going to load into game number two. I don't know if Hitch has made it back just yet, but when he gets back, he'll
Hello.
join us. Hello, hello. So, game number two, Hitch, will be on Phoenix's home map.
Yeah, I mean, how glorious was Phoenix's comeback there? I mean, very, very good.
Yeah.
I liked how he did. He just sent all his fields forward and had her down the castles. I have no idea what happens. I'm just assuming he won.
Yeah, no. Geo taking that one from Phoenix. Dry Lake is coming up right now, though, guys. As we return to Capture Age, and Hitch, I'm at 8 seconds, because Capture Age seems to be a little quicker sometimes.
I'm ready when you are.
3, 2, 1, go. So, Phoenix selecting this map as his home map, going with Magyars. Interesting choice. But on the opposite side, Bulgarians, a civ that we will most likely see a drush into Man-at-Arms or Man-at-Arms towers. Not likely to see archers. Do you think that opens the door here for Magyars to go archers?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it opens the door. Um, but I still think you. I mean, archers are really good on this map, I think. But I mean, I think Magyars, you can take advantage of your bonus, right, to get that free attack on your scouts. It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's definitely a big bonus. That it's even interesting to me that Magyars even have the full ARB line, but makes them very interesting to watch and
Well,
something
I,
that
I
could be
think.
surprising.
I mean, this is a map I'd prefer Cav archers on though, long term.
Yeah, I'm always in favor of Cav archers, so I like this. But getting to them obviously takes a little bit longer, so we'll see if this game goes that far, and if we see the Cav archers that you wish to see.
Everyone, this cast brought to you by Giant Eagle Baby Carrots. Giant Eagle Baby Carrots make your vision great so you can watch Capture Age.
Not true. False allegations here. But I like it. I like it. It's
Giant
spectacular.
Eagle has donated $3,000 to the prize pool.
Oh, that would be hilarious. A lot of people probably don't even know what Giant Eagle is. For those who don't, it's a grocery store that's pretty large in the Midwest. I don't think they're outside of the Midwest. Nonetheless, we'll continue past that. Throwing me way off here, Hitch. Mill gonna be coming
Welcome.
up here for Phoenix, so he's definitely gonna try to get to this hunt nice and early. Has brought the boar in as well. And we see Geo bringing his boar in right now. And looks like he's also going to split off. Unfortunately, he actually loses a Vil because of this. They got trapped up with the Vils headed in that direction. So very rough lore here for Geo.
Definitely not where you want to start out.
Yeah, it's a very rough position, and I mean, it's still the lore came in. It's close enough. He's built the mill there, so it's not the end of the world. Loom coming in a bit earlier because of that, but he does have two Vils queued behind it. Walls starting to come up here as well. Always nice to see those on this map, making this map actually really difficult to wall. Especially with
You think so?
the dry crack terrain, if you have any buildings on that, taking more damage. Definitely something that we have to look into if we see anything attacking on that terrain.
I've always liked the idea of the slopes on this map being the unbuildable rock terrain, but I'm not going to change a map that's not mine that drastically, though.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting because you would find it even more difficult to wall, especially with some of the res distribution. Geo gonna try to redeem himself with this boar lore, as it looks like he doesn't have any vills to cut this one off, so should be a much better lore for him here. Perfect. And on the other side, the third boar already in here for Phoenix, as Phoenix is getting loom, and then I believe he will click up here at what will be 21 pop. Yep, barracks also about to be up, and we see him start to switch to wood or gold right now. So very tight walls to the TC to protect his wood line in the front of his base. To see if he goes into archers, if he's just thinking man-at-arms for himself here. Looks like it will only be 2 on gold right now.
Who do you favor in this matchup, sir?
Oh, I feel like Bulgarians have the advantages early, other than the additional scout attack. But if we get to Castle Age or Imperial Age Magyars,
All right.
as Bulgarians don't really have a huge eco bonus, obviously, neither do Magyars, but getting cheaper blacksmith upgrades, or is it faster researching? I think there's cheaper, right?
Cheaper.
Cheaper, yeah.
And faster. I think their team bonus is faster.
Yeah, I mean, that is really nice. It's just, we'll see what they do with them. It will be man-at-arms. There are 3 militia forward here trying to find somewhere to do damage, and Geo does see it in time, and will block off that side there. Nice quick walls. He does have man-at-arms himself already, because Bulgarians get them for free, which I really do like the upgrades for them. But I don't know. Bulgarian's a civ that I've never been too convinced with yet. Like, they're a good civ overall, by all means, but
I don't think they ever picked up after the buffs, but I think the buffs they got are significant. I mean, the cheap text, the siege workshop, can make them for some devastating early Imperial play.
yeah, Knight definitely thinks
they're in. Knight thinks any civ that he likes a unique unit, and he just spam a unique unit as OP.
1 vil, not gonna go down. Nicely saved here. Everything else seems to be safe. We did have 3 men-at-arms here produced for...
yeah.
They're
in on the wood line.
Yeah. Again, nicely microed away, though. I think he's gonna save all of these. Yeah. And now that there's less HP on those as well, Geo's gonna be happy to take that exchange.
But at this point, I mean, Giovanni has doubled the idle time that Phoenix has had, so that's a good. He's gotten value out of it at least.
Yeah, and we do have an archery range switch behind this for Phoenix, so we will see that from Magyars, which I'm actually thinking is the best possible move right now. Especially if he's planning to go into Cav Archers later. I imagine these man-at-arms are just going to try to bring back Geos to meet up with these archers, and then take the fight. In which case, obviously, Phoenix will clear this no problem then. Geo not on gold yet. And actually, is he coming forward to tower? No, this 4 vills turn around, okay. thinks
Yeah,
better
what?
of it. They'll drop the stable.
Okay, yes. Stable and these ecos are not great though. I mean,
Yeah, Geo with all that idle time, dropping all these farms now. I mean, he's been pretty much at the max for his res. And he is going to drop a defensive tower here to try to protect his base, but it's a lot of military here.
this could get denied. This could be the game.
Yeah, 2 vills down already, a third.
He needs to micro the archers though. Okay, thank you. Micro the archers, micro the archers. There's no way this should go up.
Even if it goes up, it's a win here. Like, he's done so much damage. More vills being sent. He's going to get it up, it looks like, but at what cost? Villager lead now up to 10. Oof.
You to sit under that tower, you're denying wood space, you're killing vills. This is brutal. I mean, 21
20.
to 34 vill pop.
Yeah, 20 pop. 21 pop. So rough.
I mean, I feel like a GG. I mean,
100%.
down 14 vills, you know you're down 14 vills.
Well, and you know that you're really behind after that exchange. Not only are you down by vills, but now you can't afford to build town centers to actually catch back up with the villager count with that tower. I mean,
now, your farm space denied. You can't do anything about these archers anytime soon.
yeah, and more archers being produced, so gonna stay in feudal because he's done all this damage. He knows he's ahead, and I think this is the right move for Phoenix here. 5 idols in this town center or the watchtower as well, so nice to see these archers creeping around here for Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you take them out, though, these archers run away and start hitting your wood lines, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't see any good way back for him here. He's gonna have to drop a defensive archery range, which he really can't afford, because he's not gonna be able to produce much out of them. He's not gonna be able to take any wood lines as archers come in on the farms. Don't even know they're snuck in around that way. But yeah, I think if we haven't seen the GG yet, but I think we'll see it very soon, because this is smothering and there's really nothing he can do.
I think there just wasn't a reaction fast enough to seeing those archers. He saw the archer switch with his men at arms, and he needed to have something to do with it. He needed to be ready, but he waited way too late to put tower up. He waited way too late to put stable up. He was caught flat-footed there.
Yeah, and I mean, there's really like a point where you see that and you're like, oh crap, right away. And you hopefully try to do something about it, but he has had holes in his walls here. He didn't really get over to wall anything quick enough behind anywhere. There will be a stable coming up here for Phoenix as well, probably just to deal with the skirmishers that are coming out. And I mean, this is one of those positions where I feel like we're in super late game and the GG does come in here. So Phoenix taking the game, absolutely a massacre. I would agree. This tower costing quite a bit here. Phoenix taking the game.
You never want to be in that position. I mean, you feel like you have to get that tower up because you have archers and men at arms coming in on your face, but you lose 10 vills doing so.
Yep.
It's a no-win situation there.
Yep, 17 to 5 KD. Definitely quick game,
Well,
but
yeah.
that answers a lot. We will go to what will be a very exciting home map in game number 3 here.
Yeah, Giovanni did not. He thought I was rooting against him, but I was just rooting for Sunken Isthmuses. But
Well, I'm loading in right now. Give me a second here. But Sunken Isthmuses we have not seen but a few times. I'm at 16 seconds because of my delayed reaction again. But gonna be Malians for Phoenix, and we're gonna have Geo with Italians. guys haven't seen this map yet, this is Sunken Isthmus's two neutral islands with additional resources on those, and then we have the starting islands here for both, and we have the crossing here will be a very important factor.
Absolutely.
Matt, 16 seconds whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh god, it fast forwarded. What is going on?
Actually, just catching up to the game.
Oh, I didn't pause it out there. Okay, I'm at 153 then.
Jesus Christ, man.
Hold on.
You're skipping the whole game?
Alright, I'm at 206. I'm paused on both games. I didn't know it would do that. I haven't had this issue, guys. Sorry. Capture age.
Okay. I'm ready when you are. Please
Go.
don't break it.
Alright. Um, so, what do you think about Malians at this point for this map
Um,
specifically?
I want to. Yeah, I mean, I have heard, you know, from the grapevine that Malian's the best civ in the game, so that they have that going for them. But aside from that, I mean, I really like Italians. You know, Italians one of the best water civs for good reason, known for that. They're just able to push forward so quick, so cheap, and dominate early on water. Which on a map like this, where every gold that Giovanni has could be ranged, and same thing, every gold Phoenix has could be ranged. That matters.
Yeah, that's huge. And this is one of the things that we haven't seen much with Sunken Isthmuses. And there's additional res on these trees out here, correct? On these islands?
Yeah, and gold. There's a little bonus gold.
Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out here. Like you said, everything rangeable. The Manta are Malian's expert in the community, apparently, stating that Malians are good with Navy until Imp. So, yeah, not something that I'm too surprised by here, as this deer does not like to be out here on the shallows. But unfortunately, there's a big advantage, I think, civ-wise here. Phoenix going to be at a bit of a rougher position. Cheaper buildings, yes, but does that really save him much?
Docks up nice and early here for Phoenix, so not messing around with that.
Yeah, and a dock coming up here for Geo just there shortly after. So,
Just Giovanni. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as far as the Italians, obviously they are potentially one of the best. I would say they're top two in my opinion. But as far as water civilizations go,
Yeah, I mean it's hard to pick a top one on water because there's context that matters a lot
yeah,
on the type of water map. But yeah, I mean it's indisputable that Italians are one of the best.
yeah. I mean, the only civ that I really have trouble with putting that below Italians is probably Vikings.
Yeah, it's arguable, right?
Yep.
Like I think this map you're far enough apart, there's enough space so the Vikings won't be punished as badly. But there are definitely some maps where it can be pretty painful to be Vikings and not have the fire ship.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and Italians did just get that little nerf against them as well recently. I guess it's probably been like 4 or 5 months now, but instead of 50% cheaper dock cost, it's so now 33%, I believe, or 30%. So,
Still very significant though.
yeah, but that still makes it a little bit rougher. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did have Vikings. This is true. This is another reason why
it
I'm kind of
isn't.
surprised.
Yeah, so this is what I say. It's like well, setting aside Manta's points here. Why the hell would you pick Mullions here? Like what do you think the thought process is? Even if they have a decent tech tree for Navy up until Imperial, why? What's the motivation? Tell me, Juice. Please enlighten me.
My only suspicion is we could see a transport here. And with the cheaper buildings, he's going to try to get onto his opponent's island and get an archery range up. But otherwise, I have no explanation. Malian's one of the civs that I like to play them, but I always feel like they're lacking in certain situations. And on water being one of the major ones that they're lacking in. It's, as I keep getting bugged out on this one perch here, guys. Sorry. It's driving me nuts. But, I don't know. I feel like Malian's just not a great pick here with Vikings on the bench now for him. Will be 2 docks already for Geo. He will be up a little bit later, but with 2 docks going to be coming up, maybe not. Maybe just place the foundation. Yeah, Malians do a lot. It's true. They have a lot of options. They're flexible, but
Like
so
all trades, master of none.
yeah, that's kind of what I feel like. I mean, it's they do have a lot of options, and I feel like they're great until Imp in every option. Like, other than their light cav. Because they get, what is their upgrade? For Rimba? Getting that +7 attack on light cav is huge, but on this map that doesn't really do you any good. Like, I feel like Vikings, Portuguese, Byzantines, all better civ selections on this map.
Yeah, Phoenix though, the Malian's out with the fire ship out first. Seems unfortunate, but with 3 docks from the Italian player to 2, it's not going to be able to sustain the lead here.
Yeah, and 3 docks to 2 with cheaper techs going into the next ages or just researching a few techs, you know, it's going to spiral, I feel like, and Phoenix is going to be in a lot of trouble. And you've made it very important to go out to these secondary islands because you only have standard starting res. So we can't really have anything long and drawn out.
No, not anything terribly long drawn out. But there are 2 islands, so if both players are able to stay on water to some degree, they can both get an island. 5,000 gold out there, some stone. Each of the trees on the islands has 5 times the wood of a normal tree. So it could be important in those late game naval battles.
Yeah, but this is the worry here is as the 3rd dock is just now coming up for Phoenix, the production here could be very problematic. But honestly, it's
Yeah,
only a 1 fire ship advantage for Geo right now.
yeah, but Phoenix's eco balance is just not set up as well for Navy fight. I mean, he's got 11 on food compared to 4 for Giovanni. Not saying that you want to have 4 on food, as Giovanni does. He does have a mill coming up. But if you keep more, now it's evening out here, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's just stressful for me. Naval battles stress me out so much more than land battles.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a clear winner right here. I mean, had the numbers, had the reinforcements coming behind it. He even repaired a few of his fire ships. He really needs to try to snipe these fishing ships, I feel like. It'd be marvelous for him. And this is the point where we expect to see some big demo shots coming because it's something we're going to see the switch into for
Demos, yeah, fire
Phoenix, I
ships still
think.
being produced.
Yeah. Yeah, fishing boats are under attack now, and Doc's also under attack. So Geo really trying to press this advantage. He's got 9 military to 3 right now, and it looks like the fishing ships are just going to be gave up upon. So 4 fishing ships going to die here for Phoenix. Really going to give Geo a pretty decent economy lead as well. And this is kind of that point where the early docks, getting them up faster, really paying off now.
I hate that Phoenix didn't run with fishing ships. At least cause the idle time.
Yeah, he just kind of room over there. But I guess the good news for Phoenix is he will be able to click castle sooner, as he does have the market coming up now. We'll need to get another building down, but should be able to click imp, or not imp, click castle age. We also have a transport ship somewhere. Oh, there's
That's the
another
left
duck.
dock.
Yeah, I didn't even see that duck.
But the issue there is that it's it was the issue was that there's a fire ship there already. What are you doing, Geo? Why are you leaving that dock?
I think
He's
he
gonna
probably
miss it.
had them
Don't miss it. Don't miss
grouped.
it. Okay. He found it. Thank fucking God for Giovanni. I mean, I'm not rooting against Phoenix. It's just that'd be such a heartbreaker if you moved away and lost it.
Yeah, the ship's down to 40 HP, and the fire ships here are gonna catch it. It's gonna be more vills down here.
If he
Oof.
was Sicilian. Oh, GG. Ah, that
Oh,
hurts. Ah, that was his only hope, I guess.
yeah. I think he should have waited for the transport ship, gone castle, and gotten himself in a
Well,
little bit better position. But with the full water control, Geo taking the series 2-1. Two games under 25 minutes in this set.
what an anticlimactic end. Sorry for that, Phoenix. Water maps can be like that sometimes, though.
Absolutely. And Italians, again, a very difficult civ to beat on
Yeah,
water.
Malian's not impressing there, Manta. Sorry, but they none of their bonuses really paid off here.
Yeah, definitely. 18 to 4 KD for Geo as well. And Geo moving on here.
Yeah, you can look at the stats in Capture Age. You know, if they're prettier.
No, no, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I don't pay for that.
It's not a paid feature.
Then where is it?
It's like Control Alt S
Control Alt F, huh?
S, I
Control
think.
S. Oh,
Yes.
hey, look at that.
The only paid feature is the timeline stuff.
Oh, okay. Did not know that. Control Alt S. Good to know, guys. Capture Age coming back to this channel finally. Good to have available. But nonetheless, GG's. Well played. Good news, guys. We are going to be going into another set this evening, so stick around for that one. We are going into Scamaz versus Daisy Chain next.
Have Trade Hub.
Is this the one with Trade Hub?
No, I was complaining.
Oh, you wish it had Trade Hub. I got you.
I do. Everyone wishes we were watching Trade Hub tonight.